Today at the Delicious Crescent, I am going to show you how to make the perfect restaurant-style homemade naan in the oven. I share all my tips and tricks for this surprisingly easy recipe, and I will also show you how to make it in the skillet. You only need a few ingredients to make naan, but it is the technique that makes the difference. Now let's make it. Combine warm water and milk in the bowl of a stand mixer fitted with a dough attachment. Scatter dry yeast and sugar on top and let it rest 5 minutes until the yeast foams up. Add 2 cups of bread flour as it has a higher protein content, so should give better results with gluten development. And combine it all into a sticky mass. This is our first hydration step. Let it rest 15 minutes to absorb the liquids well so that we avoid using excess flour. Add plain yogurt, egg, salt, olive oil, and combine it all. One of the most important things to remember is to add minimal flour for making a naan dough. With the mixer running at low speed, gradually add remaining flour 1 tablespoon at a time until the dough is soft and slightly sticky. Knead the dough for 6 to 8 minutes at medium-high setting. As the machine is running, the dough should pull away from the sides and hold on to the hook. Use flour as minimally as possible. Properly kneaded dough should be soft, smooth, shiny, and elastic. These flatbreads are made with a sticky and rich dough similar to the one used for brioche. It should be stretchy, so gluten development is essential. It should stretch without tearing. Check the window pane test if you want more information about it. I have linked it on the website. Place the dough ball in an oiled bowl and roll it to coat with oil. Cover with cling wrap or a lid and let it rise in a warm place for about 1 to 2 hours until double in bulk. I usually place my dough inside an oven that is not preheated, and the dough rises very well because the temperature there is usually warmer and suitable for allowing the dough to rise. Fresh dough that is sticky and stretchy is perfect for making naan in the oven. The oven should be preheated at the highest possible setting for half an hour, and then the naan should be baked quickly at that heat level. So preheat oven to the highest setting, and in my oven that is 550 degrees Fahrenheit. Place a baking stone, cast iron pan, or an inverted baking sheet in the middle of the oven. On a lightly oiled surface, deflate the dough and divide it into equal pieces. The key to a perfect naan dough is when you can easily hand stretch your nicely raised, pillowy, soft dough balls. If the dough has even slightly less liquid and more flour, it will turn out dense and you will not be able to hand stretch it. Then you will need to use a rolling pin, and the resulting flatbreads will still be tasty but not of restaurant quality. Roll the dough into smooth round balls, pulling the seams and tucking them underneath. Cover dough balls with a kitchen towel or plastic wrap and allow to rest for 20 minutes. First, we make the naan in the oven. Pat each dough ball. Holding a corner of the dough with one hand, Press with fingertips and shape it out into a smooth triangle or oval naan that is about 1/8 inch thick. It is not necessary to roll it out evenly like we do it for pita bread, otherwise the naan will puff up. Hold the wider side of naan and slap it on the hot baking pan, or remove the pan to the counter and then do it. The side that was facing up and was exposed to air should be facing up. If naans are puffing up, press indentations in the rolled out naan before baking. Let it bake 4 to 5 minutes until you notice few puffed up brown spots. Remove from oven and brush butter on top. Wrap in kitchen towel and pack in Ziploc bags to keep them soft and prevent drying out. Meanwhile, melt butter or ghee over medium heat in a small saute pan. Add grated garlic and cook for 1 to 2 minutes until fragrant. Strain the butter and set it aside. Discard the garlic. I prefer this method rather than having garlic pieces directly on the dough. The perfect naan is easily hand stretched and does not have a uniform appearance. It is light and airy with a crisper surface on the other side and soft puffy bubbles on top with brown blisters, and is delicate, tender and moist inside but cloth-like on the top, so it is easy to tear and enjoy a delicious curry. And now we make the naan on the stove top. Dough that can't be hand stretched easily and requires a rolling pin works very well for this method. Or you can use refrigerated dough that has slightly less moisture. To make it on stove top, the best results come from using a cast iron skillet or carbon steel pan due to the high heat and also for those beautiful brown spots. Preheat cast iron skillet for 5 minutes at medium-high setting. Place the naan on hot skillet and cook for 2 to 3 minutes until you notice few puffed up spots and the bottom turns light brown. Flip the naan and cook the other side for a couple minutes until brown blisters appear. If needed, flip naan to finish cooking. If you have a gas stove, you can brush some water on the back of the naan dough and put it on a lightweight skillet that is not non-stick, and once it sticks, you can flip it to cook the other side directly on the fire. These flatbreads do not have a long shelf life. They are best freshly prepared. If you don't plan on using it, freeze them as soon as possible. Check out the blog post for storage tips and more variations. We also have a whole wheat naan recipe on the blog and have linked our paratha recipe here. Now if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.